PM. Hi, Vic. Good to see you. We're going to start with announcements because I got a bunch of them. And then we'll kick into the show proper. I got a big list of stuff I wanted to get to. One thing, hi, Mrs. Siki God. One thing I wanted to start doing was I wanted to start highlighting some of the independent wrestling promotions in the Midwest, quote unquote, in real life, as in go out there and see yourself some wrestling. So I wanted to highlight a few shows that are going on this weekend. On Friday, 3 different shows. Wisconsin Pro Wrestling is at Baba Louie's in De Pere, Wisconsin, just outside of Green Bay. Shows at 7. Plenty of tickets still available. Friday, West Des Moines, Iowa, Pro Wrestling Revolver is on. The doors are at 7. The show is at 8. Friday in Cleveland, Ohio, and also available on Fight TV. Absolute Intense Wrestling's Baby, It's Too Cold Outside. Too Cold Scorpio, Mance Warner, bunch of other people on those shows. Saturday, Marionette Park, Illinois, AAW's Windy City Classic 15. That show starts at 7:30. I'm sorry, AIW in Cleveland starts at 7:30 tomorrow night. Saturday night, 7:30 AAW. That is also available on Fight TV. If people out there are interested in ordering those pay-per-views, hit me up, or I'll try to leave it before I go off the air in the chat room. I have a referral code for Fight TV. You get $10 in credit towards pay-per-view. Next, and fairly importantly, Christmas Eve, I hit the threshold to become a Twitch affiliate, and it's thanks to all of you wonderful people out there. Especially, I want to mention Vic Sketch, Mrs. Tiki God, Steel City Fuzz, Senator Phillips, and Gambler PCP. They're all marked as VIPs in the channel, and love and appreciate all of you and appreciate your support. A couple websites that I want to plug quick here. www.bumwinebob.com covers cheap booze and indie wrestling, a wonderful combination. If you can find him on the Twitter, he also had referral codes for the AAW and AIW shows this weekend on Fight, and promised that every buy through his link, he would buy good old Mance Warner a beer, and that is important to fuel the machine that is old Mancer. Last but not least, want to mention next week is one of everyone's favorite Thursdays. It's one of those Thursdays where Gambler, PCP, and Port City Pro are on right after MFW. He's got a big card set up. It'll be the last show for a while with all the quote-unquote football-based folks that have been so much fun to watch. So please, please, please try to watch him after MFW next week. I think I'm also going to try to have my PC set up so that we can hopefully raid his channel. In other words, I'll move all of us straight there after we're done. So hopefully that works the way I picture it does in my head. I'll also have this channel set up to flip over if the raid part doesn't work. So, now that I have all of that out of the way, MFW episode 15, Revenge of the Curds. Tonight, what we have for you on the card, you can see our opening matchup. We're going to have Hippie Joe against the Queen of the Streets, New Jill. Second match will be the team of Trailer Thrash, Don Bucher and Karen Mothersbaugh, up against Lucha del Norte. We will see if Minnie has learned her lesson. Minnesota and Luchador del Lagos after Minnie's harsh lesson last week at the hands of the enforcers. Third match up will be Randy Goodneighbor up against Harry Blackstone, also of Chicago Fire. That should be the Kicks versus the Tricks. Should be a fun match. And in our big main event, huge grudge match, massive humanity in the ring, Captain Cheese Curd looking for revenge against the Barge, and that match is going to be no DQ. So that is what we have to look forward to this evening, and we are going to send it to the ring for action. Your referee this evening, Sandy Jenkins. Vic Sketch, you are right. Or to answer your question simply, yes. It is your local tree hugger, Hippie Joe, on his way to the ring. Bask in his glory, I guess. Maybe that's what he was trying to say with that taunt. He's no Keith Lee, but we can bask nonetheless. Queen of the Streets, New Jill. She looks ready for business. She also did not look impressed by the dancing girls. Jill starting off with just a straight left hand, setting the tone early. Vic, yes. I'm going to guess if we had smell-o-vision here on MFW, when Hippie Joe entered, it would be patchouli and ditchweed. Big sling blade from Jill. And the sickle out early within the first minute. New Jill wasting no time trying to put the beat down on Hippie Joe. Nice little punch combo there. Stop to the back of Hippie Joe. Hippie Joe has not had, oh gosh, right in the old yam bag. Anyway, Hippie Joe has not had tons of luck in singles competition. And New Jill hasn't had a whole lot of singles matches, mainly focusing on her unit of Chicago Fire with Harry Blackstone, who we'll see later on. Big slam from Hippie Joe. Drop kick to the back of the head. Oh, kick between the uprights for New Jill. Rings the bell. Cover gets her a 1. Thez press from Hippie Joe only gets 1 as well. Ties up New Jill like an Auntie Anne's pretzel. A simple knee to the gut gets the job done for New Jill. Hippie Joe firing back. Airplane spin, New Jill going for a ride. Dumped unceremoniously. Shoots New Jill to the ropes. Nice hip toss. Oh, and again, a kick right to the berries. In the pills, if you will. Hippie Joe going back to that pretzel-like submission. New Jill, unimpressed, gets him in the yam bag yet again. Jawjacker pulls Hippie Joe out of the corner, goes back to the sickle, and that busted open Hippie Joe. Oh, he goes south. finally responding to all those groin shots from Prefer. And I will admit, I kind of like Hippie Joe's game plan. He keeps going back to that submission. Hopefully wearing down the violence machine that is Nugil. Ah! Crushed nuts. Good Lord. Nugil does not know how to quit. Oh God, Steel City. Buckshot, gut shot, and the pin. Nude Hippie Joe out at 2, surprisingly. I'm sure that is not going to sit well with Nugil. Oh, she was up in that airplane spin a long time.
Are you ready?
Buckshot, gut shot once again, another cover.
2.
Hippie Joe out at 2 again. He's ate her finisher twice. Doesn't seem to be much of a finisher because it hasn't finished off Hippie Joe as of yet. Another big-time airplane spin from the Hippie. Punches didn't land, but the kick does. Modified Cabell Naria now put on by Hippie Joe. Nugil fights her way out. Tries another cover. Hippie Joe out again at 2. Now, since it is Hippie Joe, I don't know what's exactly running through his veins, but there's got to be a lot of adrenaline. He's really hanging tough here. Shenanigans on the outside of the ring. Hippie Joe to the barricade. Nugil with a piece of table now. Oh. And Hippie Joe is getting wood in a way that he is not enjoying. I can almost guarantee that. Forearm barrage from Hippie Joe. Oh, and he eats a trick leg. Nugil, big stomp.
Are you ready?
Buckshot, gut shot for the 3rd time, but Nugil not able to make the cover. Oh, fire, fire. Hippie Joe ate a face full of fire. Nugil now laying it on thick. The queen of the streets living up to her name, Sling Blade. Hippie Joe comes back with a headbutt. Oh, trick leg again from Nugil. She has been punishing his nether regions all match long. As I said. Oh, follow-away slam from Hippie Joe. Reversal off the ropes. Neither connect. Hippie Joe gets out of the buckshot, gut shot attempt. Oh, flying Kakeshi. Ties up Nugil again, but it is too close to the ropes. Sandy Jenkins calls for the break. Nugil misses a missed attempt. Misses the mist. Try saying that a bunch of times quick. Hippie Joe trying to fire up. Another flying Kakeshi headbutt. Open hands from Joe, punches from Nugil. jumping enziguri drops her. Oh, and I didn't even realize that table shard is in the corner of the ring. Oh, trick leg again. Just a straight left. Hippie Joe landing some punches in that flurry. Oh, Nujo with the fork. Sandy's count up to 4. Nujo finally relents. She almost got DQ'd there. Through the uprights. Back elbow from Hippie Joe, gains a little distance. Sends Nujo to the corner. Follows up. Oh, big kick combo. Swinging in with the drop kick. Nujo misses the mist once again. I think Hippie Joe needs to try a cover here. Flying Kakeshi lands again. Oh, he's going to try to tie her up more towards the center of the ring. Oh, Hippie Joe! Finally, a big win for your local tree hugger. And I'd have to consider that an upset. That was definitely surprising. No, oh God, Vic. Well, actually, and Mrs. Tiki got that was pretty clever. Steel City agreed. That would definitely be a legit finish. Coming up next, Trailer Thrash taking on Lucha del Norte, Minnesota's favorite luchadors, in tag team action. And that is coming up next here. Indeed, it's Steel City Fuzz. Trailer Thrash on their way to the ring. The cheapskate Don Bouquet and Karen Mothersbaugh, the Midwestern mom, and she is every bit a Karen. In all of their mulleted glory. Against the Lucha favorites, Lucha del Norte and Luchador del Lagos and Minnesota. I believe you, Mrs. Tiki God. I am about sure of that.
Fight.
Luchador del Lagos and Karen to start. Quick drop toe hold at the outset. Luchador del Lagos appears to be trying to work it back to the center of the ring. He keeps having his back to the quote-unquote enemy corner. Not sure how smart that is. Ooh, quick double stomp. And Karen makes the tag out to Don. Clothesline suplex combo from Trailer Thrash. And LDL says the heck with this, tags in Minnie. Luchador Del Lago still in there for some extracurricular activity, but not making much progress. Now is leaving the ring. Oh! Mini takes a clam jam from Don Bucher. That is terrible. Oh, and again. Whole lot of groin shots thus far this evening on episode 15. Nice flip out of the corner. Don's going to tag in Karen. The female counterparts of each team, now the legal participants. Oh, nice chop off the ropes. Karen with a leg bar, but that was broke up quickly. Torture style headlock, Karen out of that. Mini tags in LDL. Oh, good Lord, Steel City Fuzz. That is a good question. For a while, Planters was bringing us every shot to the nuts. Kind of, I don't know, since this version of Midwest Fire Wrestling has started, the corporate sponsors, they're not quite as quick to pick us up here. Ooh, nice dragon screw leg whip on the outside by Mini. Key lock from Karen. The count is starting to get up towards 15. Well, they're both in the ring. LDL and Karen, the legal participants. LDL fighting out of the trailer thrash corner. Big sidewalk slam from Don Bucher. Don and Minnie, the legal participants. Oh, and he goes low again. Just filthy. Oh! Repeatedly. Don makes the tag into Karen Mothersbaugh. Minnie trying to fight them both off. Oh, just an open-handed slap. Steel City, that is entirely possible. That was a pretty harsh thing to go through. Karen tags in Don. I believe Don and LDL, the legal participants. Hey, Gambler, good to see ya. Looking forward to next week. Love me the doubleheader action. And Gambler, I'm going to hopefully set up to raid instead of just flip my channel over. So, fingers crossed. Big cross chop from Luchador Del Lagos. The arm drag, the double stomp. Yeah, Gambler, big old Haas fight grudge match for sure. Minnie and Karen in now, although everyone's in the ring. Ooh, nice kick from LDL. Karen up in the rocking horse. Big chin breaker from Karen. One of those open hand shots. LDL was tagged in. Karen not paying him any attention till right about now. Gourd buster from LDL. Karen reverses into a key lock. I'm sorry, that was a Kimura, I believe. My bad. Don with a double sledge. Simple and effective. And they are just laying strikes in on him. Don now with an arm breaker. Mini in to break it up. LDL responds with a Muda lock. Oh, God. Vic. I can neither confirm nor deny that, actually. Don up top. Oh! Flying code breaker. Drops an elbow after it. He's going to tag in Karen. LDL wisely getting out of there. Tagging in Mini. We are on 30-minute time limits this evening, including this tag match. We are hitting roughly the halfway point. Karen now just with a blatant choke. Sandy administering the count. Back to the choke. Brockstar, good to see you again. Thanks for stopping in. Seated stretch by Karen. LDL in to break it up. Oh, vicious head kick from Luchador Del Lagos. Adds in a double stomp. Cradle driver. LDL putting all of the hurt on Karen. Everybody in the pool now again. LDL getting stretched. Mini super kicking Don. I believe Don and Luchador Del Lagos are the legal men. Quick sidewalk slam from Don. Don Bucher, ooh, big power bomb. Ugly cover. Mini in there to break it up. Oh, Don kicks a field goal. Karen has Mini all sorts of tied up. Nice textbook vertical suplex. Every last cent. The elevated cloverleaf, and it is over. Luchador Del Lagos taps in quick fashion. Wow, that's a pretty big win for Trailer Thrash. And you gotta wonder where morale is now at for Lucha Del Norte. A quick submission, kind of hung out to dry for LDL. The quote-unquote lesson learned by Mini last week. Couple losses in a row. How are Lucha Del Norte going to overcome? That will be interesting to see in the future. Moving on to match 3 on tonight's card. Like I said earlier, Kicks versus Tricks. Loverboy Randy Goodneighbor, one half of the tag team Feet of Fury, taking on Harry Blackstone, the Chicago Wizard, one half of Chicago Fire. Kickery versus Trickery. And we shall see how this goes down right about now. Still wanting that Water Joe sponsorship. That would be amazing. Or some sort of energy drink, something. I'm a freaking caffeine junkie. That would be awesome. Anyway, Loverboy firing up the crowd. And the Chicago Wizard the devious, dastardly Harry Blackstone on his way to the ring. Nugel, his tag partner, did not have much luck in the opening match. So Harry trying to get a win for, at least one win for the couple members of his team. Steel City, that is a mighty good question. And sorry as I turn away for a second, but I am going to check on that to verify. Steel City, it is 1. This would bring him up to 2. Oh, tries a fireball. Does not connect. Tries again. Yeah, a lot of the folks in the tag team tag team division really only have 1 or 2 singles matches under their belts. There's a few exceptions, but Harry lays in a big forearm. Randy meets him kick for kick. Figure 4 from Blackstone. Doesn't last long here in the early stages of the match. Nice wraparound leg trip there from Good Neighbor. Nah. Yeah, Vic, not sure he'll get as much work over the weekend as he would like, if you know what I'm saying. Off the ropes, Good Neighbor not able to follow up. Nice leg sweep. Gets a kick in when Harry misses a punch. Harry off the ropes now, stomp. Simple and effective. Belly to belly, front fall, goes into the figure 4 again. Good Neighbor off the ropes. Oh, big PK. Big PK. Another little kick. Because kicking is what Randy does. DDT from Blackstone. And Harry wisely back to working the figure 4. Especially to slow down those kicks and sweeps. It's a very sound strategy by Blackstone in this match. Harry going up top. Oh, misses the big knee. Randy off the ropes. Kicks him over. Randy already sucking air. Flying headbutt from Blackstone. Gut wrench suplex. Nah. Steel City, you know, I wouldn't be against that in the future, but I don't think it's a very immediate future. I guess there needs to be some demand before I start a supply, but I'm glad it starts somewhere. Blackstone sets him up. Randy shrugs him away, lands the double stomp, still sucking air. Harry a bit stunned as well. Leg lariat interrupts a missed or fire attempt, it appeared. Belly to belly from Harry. Wraparound kick gets Blackstone again. Randy with the cover. Blackstone out of 2. Blackstone with the belly to belly, trying to go up the top. Oh, 450 from Blackstone. 2-9. Randy barely getting out of there. Both men slowing down. They've thrown a lot at each other. Super kick. And Randy eats a lariat. Harry drops him with a punch, going up top again. Lands the knee this time right in the small of the back. Doesn't get it on the second attempt. Got a little greedy. Oh, turned him inside out with that lariat. Pin. 2-9 again. Randy just out again. Super kick from Blackstone in the cover. Again, out barely. Good neighbor hanging in this match somehow, some way. Pounding him with those knees off the ropes. Spin kick, stomp. Off the ropes again. Pump kick that time. Another belly to belly from Blackstone. Oh, Harry misses a fireball again. Looked like he was trying yet again. Got interrupted by another good neighbor kick. Ooh, Randy missed that one wildly. I don't know if Harry's just trying to belly him through the mat or what. Keeps going back to it, but it's working. DDT from Harry. Going up top again, lands the knee. Misses on the second attempt for the second time. Randy, pump kick. All right, you are, Vic. Knee 1 lands. Is he trying for knee 2? Third time the charm? No! Blackstone whiffs again. But that super kick lands, cover. And Harry pulls it out. As many times as he was eating it off the top rope, I'm a little surprised Harry pulled that out, but it did seem like he was able to kind of just keep that half step ahead of Randy the whole time. So And right you are, Steel City. I think Harry is the only one with 2 wins up right now. But Captain Cheese Curd, if he wins against the Barge, would also have 2 wins up. So, referring to that, we might as well get ready and get into that. Huge grudge match incoming for y'all. Literally a couple months in the making, I think, by now, or at least a month and a half. Yeah, almost 2 months. Episode 8 was the MFW title match between the Barge and Captain Cheese Curd, where Cheese Curd got injured. So we are going to give Jimmy Buffer the assignment for this one. Taking off the rope breaks, taking off the DQ count. Taking off the count out. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening for MFW TV, episode 15. Captain Cheese Curd taking on the Barge. Big Man River himself. Oh, Steel City. Bold prediction. I dig it, though. I like a strong opinion here and there. Big Captain Cheese Curd, the pride of Monroe, Wisconsin, home of the cheesemakers. Said it before, said it again. The bastard son of Charlie Brown and King Kong Bundy. He is the lovable captain. Oh, wow. Steel City talking all sorts of stuff in the chat. Big Man River on his way to the ring. He sees his people out there.
Fight.
Barge looking for a limb early. Not being able to get one yet. Now he does. Knee bar right off the get. I think the captain's going to have to, like, lay off this whole close distance thing. Or we're going to see a repeat. Oh, Gambler. A pro captain voice in the darkness. I love it. Trading shots now. 2 of the bigger boys in MFW. Oh, Vic. Leg bar again, but the captain out quick. Oh, just clubbered the Barge down. The Barge not letting the captain get a hold of a limb. Steel City. Good Lord. Oh! The Barge misses grabbing a limb. Captain just sits on him for a 1 count. Oh, disarmer style Fujiwara from the Barge. Captain out quickly. Back to the knee bar. Trying to work over that knee that was injured in their prior meeting, I'm sure. I'm sure the Barge just sees that as one gigantic bullseye. Yep, and he's on it. Like double-sided tape to anything, the Barge is all over that knee. Or perhaps Flex Seal or Gorilla Glue. Bow and arrow from the Curd doesn't last long. Big slam, another sit-down splash. Oh! Hanging neck choke from the barge. That is a scary display of power.
5 minutes gone.
Suplexes the barge to the outside. Cheese Curd pursuing when the barge steps out. Oh! They're playing mind games with each other, wondering if they want to engage in out-of-the-ring shenanigans. Oh, grabs the knee again, working that knee bar. As the barge will probably try to do all match long. Big uppercut from the captain. Big splash. Trying to work his weight, but the barge is a big man too. Leg trip. Barge up, goes into another leg submission. This time I believe on the opposite leg. Uppercut drops the barge. Captain drops a couple headbutts. Fists and forearms flying. Big fist drop from the captain. Rhythm of the night applied. Captain out quickly. If the barge starts humming, you better start running. That's all I gotta say.
Give up. Give up.
Again, the barge trying to stretch the good captain. Barge actually, both of them, a little winded fairly early, but may I remind folks that this match has already gone longer than their last encounter. Boston Crab now.
Give up.
Indeed, Gambler, and I think that's what makes him fun. You see this great big fella, and he's just a submission magician, really. Captain given a receipt on that neck hang choke from before. Captain trying to regain his breath, trying to figure out how he's going to follow all this up. Goes back to the bow and arrow.
Give up.
And oh my, would it not be a sweet turn of events if the captain got the barge to tap. Oh, stunner from the barge, countering out. Oh, there's the knee bar again. Captain's got to get out of there, and he does. Punches from the barge, but it seems like, oh, deadlift German. Captain powerbomb.
1, 2.
Oh, only a 2. Only a 2. Yeah, Captain seems to have a bit more on his strikes right now than the barge does. But he's also slowing down and is kind of slow to follow up on moves. Oh, there it is.
Give up.
Captain gets out of there with a couple of quick knees. I don't know if I've seen the barge this winded. Captain with the splash and the cover. Oh! Captain claims a victory over the barge. actually putting the captain back on a 2-win streak as well. So Captain gets a measure of revenge with a win against the Barge in tonight's big grudge match main event. So where does this put us now? Well, next week we know that we have a Master of the Deathmatch title match. Ultimo Pinguino taking on Holly Ames. Electrified barbed wire ring, exploding ring, all the goodies. Probably Holly's biggest test yet, because that Proving Ground match last week, Ultimo Pinguino definitely proved that she could hang. So it is definitely going to be interesting to see how that turns out. Also, it will be 2020 on episode 16. So perhaps we will finally get the answer. What will Sandy do with the Proving Ground opportunity in her back pocket? Captain Cheese Curd has 2 wins. Harry Blackstone has 2 wins. It's entirely possible that they cross paths next week to see who can get win number 3 and an opportunity at the Flying Squirrel Victor Hinks MFW title. So an awful lot to look forward to. And not only all of that, but after MFW, Port City Pro will be on. So a wonderful way to come down after New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, chill, grab a breath, relax, enjoy, be entertained by some Fire Pro Wrestling next Thursday night with a couple of E-Fedders that love what they're doing. So with all of that, the last thing I'm going to add is, Vic, thank you for the reminder. Now that I'm a Twitch affiliate, that means emotes for the channel. I believe the first one is going to be a ding or a bell, so everyone can chime in for the groin shots. And I believe the trigger word for that emote will be yam bag. That is the plans. Also, for people who subscribe, there's extra emotes. So if subscribing down the line is something that you might want to do to help me out, help the channel grow, what would you want for an emote? Do you want like a little sign that says MFW, or just a little fire, or the logo, or something else different, or Captain Cheese Curd's smiling face? Let us know. Say something in the chat. Think about it. Get back to us. Or feel free to @ me on Twitter at old school old fool, in all lowercase, spelled like the channel name. Facebook, send me a friend request. Be a buddy. Get all the match announcements, all the updates. That is Old School Old Fool Twitch on Facebook. Also for match results, write-ups, previews, criticalclub.com. Under the eFeds tab, there is a thread for MFW. Should hopefully be kind of easy to find. And, and I believe I had one more. And I had one more quick website, nice Steel City Fuzz. I had one more quick website shout out. I wanted to shout out MidwestTerritory.com. They also cover all the indies that are Midwest located. Check in with those fine folks. And I think I covered it all. The one last thing I want to put in is, or actually the one last thing I will say is, my Fight TV referral code, if you plan on ordering any wrestling events from any of the great indies out there. Like I said, a lot of things coming up in the next few weeks as all the feds and promotions kick into their new year. My Fight TV code is JJPN57K. That is JJPN57K. I'll also put it up on the channel one of these days in chat. I'm sure soon down the line I'll start having my PC right by me, so hopefully I can throw some things in chat quick, be a little quicker with that. So, hey Senator, super good to see you. Just putting the wrap on the show, sadly. Looking forward to your show Friday night. Senator almost always has something cooking Friday nights on Twitch, so make sure to go check him out. And thanks everybody for stopping by, tuning in, supporting me, supporting Old School Old Fool. It's great, and love you all. So with that, take care. Old School Old Fool signing off.